I opened 9 Fable agents and gave them harder and harder prompts. You'll see what they build in one shot and the thousands of tokens burned. Dude, that's a lot of enemies. Yo, that's the most pixelated butterfly I've ever seen. You will get every prompt and the code for free on GitHub. Now let's get started with the first prompt. We asked for a CSGO style first-person shooter. It took around 10 minutes and this is what we got. First impressions, it obviously looks like a map 3D game with a gun here, a couple of keyboard shortcuts, reload, walk, jump, pause. Let's check it out. So there we go. And it looks like we are in right away. Let's shoot the gun. Yep, headshot, easy. So yep, we can even jump and shift to go a little bit slower, R to reload. Yeah, this is actually just a playable game. And it seems in the top left we have rounds, kills, hostile. So one more hostile left. I reload in the bottom right. My health is bottom left, and that actually goes up or it resets on every round. It seems like, oh dude, that's a lot of enemies. All right, chill. Let's see if we can die. Let's see if we can actually die. Come on, boys. It's like a you died, survived to round 3. Okay, I guess the most impressive is that it took 10 minutes to make. The worst miss here is obviously like maybe changing weapons and stuff, but I guess then we're asking more for the prompt than we should. So yeah. Now if I'm scoring this out of 10, if 7 is not allowed, I guess it's like a 6. I mean, it's not that impressive, but next time I'm definitely making a crazier prompt. The next prompt is internet in 1999. It took 30 minutes, 147,000 tokens, and it's promising a lot of cool features. Let's check it out. First impressions, it does kind of look exactly like Windows back in the day. Granted, I'm born in 1994, so UNC status confirmed. We got a couple of buttons, programs, documents, settings, find, run. So let's check out programs. Solitaire, Minesweeper, and 14 trial versions of WinZip. All right, we don't actually get that much. Let's check out the web finder. To double click, we have to use something called dial-up. Actually, I'm not that old. I don't know how this worked, but I guess we just click on connect and it's making the sound. You gotta be kidding. Oh, wow. And there we go. Oh, this is beautiful. You gotta be kidding with the flowing. So let's click on stuff, I guess. Click on this, y2kcountdown.com. So there is some websites that are available. And I do remember the back buttons looking similar to this, I think, or it's kind of hard to know, but I'm just spiked with nostalgia. Look at this. Local kid claims 137 out of 151 Pokemon. No trades. All right. So just open packs. All right, cool, bro. We got literally sound effects in the browser. A very early days like custom web app that I personally created something similar to this. How about we go to the Miro Cam, and apparently here, totally free downloads. You can download the smiley cursors, exe. Click on download. 12-minute rate. What is going on? I literally built the OS. I feel like I'm in some sort of simulation right now. Oh, the connection to NetZone online was terminated. Let's click on back or home. What is on the welcome page again? We have a bunch of stuff. I want to keep looking and seeing what actually happened with all the different things here, but the video is going to be way too long. We definitely got pop-up ads, some extras. Man, this is just a gem. If you want to take a look, it's of course in the GitHub, and stick on this video because the prompts get even crazier. In this next prompt, I just wanted to yoink Google Docs. Basically just a writing mode. It ran for 25 minutes, then another 16 minutes to get to 251,000 tokens. And just look at this. When I first saw this, I couldn't believe my eyes. Just take a look at the real Google Docs right here. And this is our Google Docs. Real R's. Exactly what I asked for. If we check the header here, can I write? It works perfectly. Let's check out some of the features like making it a heading 3 or heading 1. Works perfectly fine. What about a bullet point? Oh, it actually doesn't have bullet point capability. That's pretty bad. Same with this. However, if we click on it in the top, so I think some keyboard shortcuts are missing, but can we actually copy paste into our document right here? Boom. I guess, but not exactly correct. Yeah, it's a little bit of a wrong color when we paste into. But look at this. If we just change the color, I don't know if we are actually able to change the color, or the highlight button is not working. Let's check with the bold. Yes, that works. Italic as well as underline works, but none of these two buttons. Now let's change between two tabs here. Boom. Yep. It goes back and forth. That is insane. Or I don't know. Is that insane? Is this thing real? We just one-banged Google Docs, but there's definitely some features missing. Like all of these things are not working. This one doesn't work. This one. So there's a lot of like, we did the front end copy and paste, dark mode, light mode as well. Look at that. It's exactly like Google Docs. Oh my God. But again, some of the missing features right here that we would have in Google Docs, but of course, I feel like it's just one prompt away and I'm literally going to yoink this straight into creator growth. So beautiful. I'm just shocked beyond my imagination. But still a bit of jank that is not working. So another prompt would be really helpful. So it's missing still quite a bit of stuff. But what can we expect from just one paragraph of a prompt? The next prompt is build a 3D restoration game in the browser. Think a cabin game, but also you plant a food forest, so the cabin gets cozier and nicer. It took about 23 minutes, 137,000 tokens. So let's check it out. First impressions, it looks like a 3D game. We even got a bunch of tools. Ooh, we can plant. Let's click anywhere to begin. Bam. Okay, here we go. Yep, we can move. We cannot jump. Here's a molehill, needs a shovel. We don't have a shovel, do we? Well, the shovel is kind of like a pickaxe, I guess. Oh, and it gets greener. I see a hole over here. You need to use the hammer. And there we go. Repair down. All right, so let's repair the cabin. Looks pretty beat up. And we need more. So let's clear some of this. Clear the brush. All right, I guess that's brush right there. It looks like straight up 12-sided dice. I can dig a swale. Oh, wait, hold on. I can actually dig a swale to hold the water? Bro, that's insane. And I can plant a sapling. Yo. Okay, I'm just gonna plant a bunch of food for... Oh, yo, it's literally going up right away. Whoa, first harvest. And we got some more fruit. So we can... Oh, wow, look at that. We can get even more in here, I guess. Bang, bang, bang. Look at our little food forest. Clear more brush. Fall a tree. Whoa. Birds chirping, or is that just the rats? All right, let's fix the cabin. Boom. Fix the porch plank. There we go. Wow, that's beautiful. And regular size window. It even says 50% in the top there. What is missing really? One hole. Wow, it's getting more cozy. And fix the roof 100%. I really can't believe this. In just about 20 minutes or so, it created a full food forest cabin restoration game. Yo, it's looking pretty cozy. Let's plant some trees around the house as well. We got a bunch of them, so I guess we can just keep planting. Oh, was that a butterfly? Yo, that's the most pixelated butterfly I've ever seen. Just two panes flapping in the air. Oh, yo, there's another one too. No, this is just insane. Just a couple more prompts and we would literally have a fully functional something. So what's the most impressive? I guess that it just nails everything right away. I'd love to see what happens when we get 100% on the land. And what's the worst miss? I guess The fall dynamics of the tree that we just chopped down could be better. Of course, a lot of graphic stuff, but proof of concept is already there. So this one, to me, honestly, just gets a 9 out of 10. Next prompt, we built an intelligence dashboard that helps me rank with higher click-through rate, average view duration, that learns and feeds the AI reviewer, so it gets smarter over time. It ran for 23 minutes and then another 8, so 232,000 tokens. And this is what we got. Creator Growth is my open source tool, and it's actually something that I want for myself. First impressions, I don't really know what I'm looking at, but I can quickly understand that it's part of one of the split tests that I was doing of this last video. And I'm just so grateful for everyone watching my videos. I'm trying to get into daily posting because I'm just having so much fun with Claude Code, and it's a shame not to document. So each and every single like from you guys means a lot. But to show you exactly why I want this, if you're not familiar with YouTube, one of the ways to learn after publishing is to view your test report of the thumbnails that you actually published. I have a test running, 3 thumbnail and title combinations, and you can see that the higher score, the better. Right now, we don't really have that much of a winner, as it's only 8% difference between the top and bottom. But in other tests, you get really valuable data, or we will probably get better data in 13 days. So I wanted a way to feed this into AI and learn from it every time. The second valuable feedback that we can get from the homepage is how well our last video performed based on the last 10 videos that you published. And because we used AI to flesh out a lot of the idea, so we can feed this back to make the AI smarter. Let me click on new test here, and this is where we can probably a new test, but I don't want to write all of this. I just want to send an image to it and it should just populate. Let me try one more of just taking another screenshot right here, uploading it right here. It says reading, and we get this day 3. Let's test by writing here in the top 9 prompts. Drop the studio shot in here. It doesn't create any ABC. It's not really doing any of the things that I asked for it, or at least in my head, it would be obvious to have the thumbnails in here as well, seeing that we do have access to. So I'd give this one more prompt and then we're probably good, but as it stands right now, probably at 3 out of 10. But the idea is there, feedback block one after the other. For the next prompt, we have a Tinder for video ideas. This comes from my real video ideas backlog with title thumbnail in a 16-bit pixel art style. It baked for 20 minutes, 87,000 tokens. Let's check it out. So there we go. This is weird. Claude Fable 5 edits my videos for me now. All right, what do you guys think? I like it. Fable 5 cuts my 65-minute video down to 13 by itself. Let's swipe right. My Fable 5 editor zooms wherever my mouse goes. Let's go. I asked Fable 5 to fix my shit AI video editor. Hell yeah. And here we are missing thumbnails, and yeah, we're still missing thumbnails, but damn, this is actually insane. Look at the deck just being all pixel art. Now here actually we have inspiration from other people in the ideas table. So Mark here, this one, how to use Claude Fable. This one plus YouTube, not really down. This one, I did watch this one and I think it's a great inspiration. This one as well, insane. This one, film it, is Fable AGI. Great idea framing and such a fun way of going through my video ideas. That one nitpick is that there is a black box around here, like the card. I don't really like that. Oh, there is an undo button as well, so we can go back, film it, left, right button as well. Yeah, that is awesome. So even quicker. There's a S&D on and sound off, I guess. And let's just get to the end. And there we go. Look at this. It actually has a filming schedule. Like I'm about to film all these on different days of the week. Damn. I guess my process don't really look like this, but for what we built in just a couple of minutes, I think it's really cool. And on top of that, it's in the style of pixel art, which is not really what I intended. What I meant was like these pixel art things here, but I mean, there are some happy accidents here as well, because I love this style. But of course, if we said in a different style, it would be, I guess, quote unquote, more professional. I think this is super cool. And of course, we can move and drag things around here as well. Can you believe that in one shot, it did all of this? I still cannot believe how, because if we did this in Opus, it would literally take me a couple more prompts and there would be bugs everywhere that I needed to fix, but it just one-shots it. For the next prompt, we have a private testing lab in the creator dashboard that makes a Kanban style comparison board for AI model test. This one cooked for 14 minutes or probably a bit more with 200,000 tokens. So let's say that you take one of the prompts that I gave in the video right here. You have this linked in the description. I'll paste that right in here, click on add test. And inside of this, what I want to do is paste a screenshot as well. But first, let's click on run. Here it says model name at the top with a date, pending, win, good, mixed, fail, pending. So Fable 5. And here, I guess I can add a screenshot. So that's super awesome. There we go, back to square one. Let me take a screenshot. Go back here, upload it. Say the notes were working MVP. And I think that's it. We can literally just write a new model name. So let's, for example, say Grok or something comes out with a new build model. We can use the same prompt, new model. We can look through the previous, what Fable did. And if we have a new test, we'll just add a new prompt, like for example, the internet 9099. Pop that in here, click on add test, and we got a new run. Boom. So you can easily have multiple different tests stored over time and compare them. So it's actually doing really well for looking this simplistic, but I could definitely see myself adding to this and testing different models on the exact same prompt. Let's see what happens when we click on dashboard. Boom. Back to creator growth. I guess the only downside with this is that it does need to have upkeep over time and actually get used by me to have value over time. And most of the time, I just write my stuff down in MindFlow, especially for these things. But you can see how from the previous test, we don't actually have any images right here. We just have a little note on what we actually think. So I guess maybe a image here would be nice. I guess I'm going to add that feature into MindFlow as well. But overall, super cool MVP. It does exactly what I asked from it. So this is a banger from my end. The next prompt was to build me a mission control for Claude Code. Watches actual session files on disk, shows every agent live, and a couple other things. The last prompt was 15 minutes. I couldn't find the other prompt. I think it ran longer because we're at 346,000 tokens. But let's take a look. First impressions, I can see that there is one active now, 16 sessions today. Estimated cost today, $317. Damn. All times 4,100. I'm glad I got a subscription, I guess, and not API. Tokens today, 1.3 million. That's cool. Files touched today. That's fine as well. But then we have two areas, left side and today's report. I think that's kind of cool. Let's check the left side. So we have a mission control, which is actually this that we're talking to right now. And here is the dashboard. Look at this. Literally full transparency into the entire conversation. It has an estimated cost, the millions of tokens in and out, and the exact duration as well. Wow. But I use my own tool that I built, which is called Agent Flow right here. So this is how I manage mine. And so you can probably see 5 cabin. That's the one we talked about. Internet You see it right here as well. Fable episode 2, I think, is this one that has a pretty long context today. But if we keep scrolling down, we get to the Claude folder. All right. So these are the changes in files that just happened 1 hour ago, 1 hour ago. I haven't really thought about how to use this data, but for people that care about it, I guess it's kind of cool. Look at this. Some of the tokens, look at this, $50 on just one session. That's crazy. Duration, 120 hours, 60 million token in. Damn, this is actually super sick. But there is one more, which is today's report. Let's click on it. And here we can see again, sessions, cost, and API turns as well. It allows us to copy in Markdown. So yeah, this is really useful if you care about data transparency. And there may be a version of this that I'll yoink straight into agent flow. But for everyone that has been asking about when is it going to be on Mac, I don't know. I built it all in Swift. It's not my fault, all right? It's AI. Why is it built in Swift? Agent flow help. But for Mac users, it should be available right away. So if I would give this a score out of 10, I mean, it did everything that we asked it for. Maybe like a 6.5. In the next prompt, we built a VTuber Studio for faceless creators. It uses webcam to draw a live pixel art avatar in real time. You can load a custom avatar image and have custom backgrounds as well. It took 11 minutes, 80,000 tokens. And this is the first thing we have to do. Let's put on the camera. Hey, what's up? Allow this time. And so it should be tracking my face right now. Wow, okay. So on the right side, you see me and you see a bunch of pixels around my face. And let's see that the lips are moving up and down, and you can even see an animated tongue type character. And look at this. I can even move around, and apparently we can load an image. So I do have like an avatar image of myself. Yo, so I'm going to take this photo right here. And this is going to be crazy. Load image. Okay. I mean, we may be able to space the eyes just like that. Okay. And it blinks. When I blink, it blinks. That's crazy. So it actually blinks. I don't know if that is what we're going to do. Yes. This is actually way better pixelation. When it's more heavily pixelated, you can actually change just the eyes or just the mouth as well, having the size, leaning. Also here, the blinking sensitivity. Let me actually put that on here. So the blinking sensitivity right now is actually really high and it's working really well. Here we have mouth sensitivity as well. Actually, when I open my mouth, it's actually really good. You gotta be kidding me. This is so sick. I'll do the blinking sensitivity lower and a little bit higher mouth sensitivity. And now you can actually see if I'm looking into the camera, if I'm looking away from the camera, up, down, head motion. I don't really like that much. So if I just have the character like this, it actually is so good. And then we have smoothing as well. So I don't really know what that is, but I guess some jaggedness or something like that. We can have the background be green, which be super easy for my editor to kind of animate. And I really wonder what we could do with my arms as well. If we have any arm movement, like, can we animate some arms? Probably. Look at how good that is. Yo! And it did it in just 10 minutes. Was that the prompt? Like, is that 10 minutes? Bro, I love this avatar. I gotta put this avatar in my videos somehow. This is crazy. We also have a recording, so we can record too. And we can also have an image background. Which of these 9 prompts was your favorite? Drop it in the comments down below. And if you have a prompt that you want me to do, paste it below. Get the creator growth code on GitHub. Or let me host creator growth for you. Check out our school community to learn how to build and sell your first app in 7 days. Thanks for watching. I make content for you every day. Let's keep it going. See ya tomorrow.